Palworld, the game where enslaving little creatures is always the answer. Need more resources to build your base? Capture them and get them to work. Having trouble with the local wildlife? Why not get the local wildlife to fight for you? Local factions wanting a piece of your base? Well, of course the ones working will come fight for you. I survived 100 days capturing all I see and being humbled along the way. If this video gets over 50 likes, I'll do another 100 days, as in this video, I wasn't able to finish everything I wanted to. But you'll have to watch the video to see what I didn't finish. Grab something to drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Quick character creation of Bald Old Man. We then wake up on a beach with some animals around us. Find a tablet that says the towers are the key and the tree holds the truth. Walking through some ruins, we discover the area of Windswept Hill. We also get our first piece of wood, which levels us up and unlocks fast travel.
Nice.
Reading the tips of what I should do first, I then build a primitive workbench. Looks like we have to manually build it. Then I open the tech tree and unlock all the things.
Boom, bam, bop.
If we want to make the PAL spheres, we will need some more resources. Talking to this expedition survivor, he talks about how this island really sucks and everyone gets eaten by PALs. He also gives us some wood for our survival.
Yeah, boy.
Exploring around these little blue stones paldium fragments are super important to make our spheres. Finally craft up my first sphere and completed another part of our journey log. Now it's time to find our first friend. This chickpea will do nicely.
I'm sorry, boy.
Got to beat him into submission, and once he's low enough, I can capture him. Your friend can get these hands too. Tech tree upgrades. Time to get some basic tools. Looks like there's a bunch of paldium nodes I can mine. This big shiny rock drops ore. This is what regular stone looks like. If you summon a pal, they will be there to fight with you. Yes, chickpea, take out your brothers. I then go and catch a land ball and Cativa.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Going further in, we find even more pals, Fox Parks and Cremis. It seems whenever we are gaining EXP, so does the pals in our team. Unlocking the shield and cloth outfit, it's time for some armor upgrades. Make some cloth with my Cativa and then the cloth outfit.
Upgrades, people, upgrades!
Giving us a slight health buff and protection against the cold. Next on our list is the PAL box, which is how we set up our base. The PAL box will hold any extra pals we catch, and we can also set them to work on things inside our base, like our Cativa mining away on the rocks. I also finally noticed our stat points. I find the most important ones to be health, stamina, and weight. Stamina means we can do more things longer, and weight just means we can carry more stuff. This blue line we see indicates the area our base occupies. Pals won't work outside the area. Caught a pink gullet. Inside our base, we have to make sure we put beds down so our pals have something to rest after a long day's work. A wandering merchant shows up, but with no money, we can't really buy anything. Make a wooden chest so we can now store our resources. Doing this allows our base to upgrade. Once a base upgrades, we can put even more pals to work and even set up more bases later. We now gotta make a shoddy bed for our next base upgrade. Got a bed built and even a little fire. We can now make some cooked food.
You're serving us gruel?
Another base upgrade. Day 2. Build a couple beds for our workers, and since they need food also, make a feed box for them to eat from. Time to catch 5 lamp balls. I also catch a gumos, and then attempt to catch this Ike the deer. Almost getting whooped in the process, but I have the pals on my base to help me. Base upgrade and craft my common shield. Shields have strength and are essentially a second life bar. Even though we have levels for further upgrades, we don't have the points. Seems like we will have to be more selective with upgrades.
It's right here, huh?
Show it.
Next on our journey is the parachute. We can use it to glide around. Look at my dear boy chop wood with me. So eventually we do get hungry, and so do our pals. To feed them, we have to manually go into our inventory and give them food. Food does eventually expire, so better to use it or lose it. Time to make some berry plantations. These will allow my pals to farm berries and feed themselves. Our first plant is a subscribe button, which means you should hit that subscribe button to keep my pals fed. And since you're already doing that, hit that like button also. If you don't, I'll send Gumas to your house. Now would be a good time to describe tasks. Each pal can only do certain things. This lamp ball has a handling, packaging, and ranching level 1. This Gumos can plant while the pink gullet can water. Level 1 is the most basic, and a higher level means they are better at doing that associated task. I'll point this out later, but just keep that in mind. My dear boy set himself on fire. Very nice. At night, the pals have got to get their beauty sleep, so let's explore. Meet the skilled tamer who tells us to catch more pals to get stronger. You can find sleeping pals out in the world and catch them by surprise. Got this life mug effigy. These are important later on. Caught a hook crate. Using the body of a chickpea, this nightwing comes down to eat, and I attempt to catch it. Ooh, easy catch and our first flying pal. I then meet some Relaxosaurus who decide I look tasty. I mean, who wouldn't want this specimen of a man? Catch a rush boar. We then discover our first tower, the Rain Syndicate Tower.
So big.
We also find a camp. Camps usually have a few enemies around them and hold a pal in the middle. Well, this isn't fair. They got guns and I got my tools. Only option I have is to just run at them and hit them. Take them all out eventually and save this Bristilla. Ooh, she can do a lot more things than my other pals. Making the pal gear workbench. This will allow us to use our pals to actually do things. The statue allows us to upgrade ourselves with those effigies to increase our capture power and increase the stats of our pals. I haven't figured out how to repair my tools yet, so every time one breaks, I just make a new one.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Place a stone pit, which will allow my pals to work the quarry and gather stone for me. Finally make myself a bow, so you know, I don't have to run face first into guns. Place a logging site for more wood. Then make a crusher. With the crusher built, it's time for another base upgrade. Exploring the world, sometimes you will find these caves. These are dungeons. They have a time limit of how long they are open, but are full of resources to plunder. We will come back later on as I continue exploring. Using my bow, I then capture a Capertee. Even with my damaged armor, I decide to take on the field boss Chillet. Bosses are usually alphas, stronger versions of a pal somewhere in the world. Thankfully, you can still capture them to get strong pals fast. Defeating or capturing a boss rewards an ancient technology point and a bounty token. On my way home, capture a T-Fin. I then built a repair bench to repair my armor. No more carrying around multiple tools.
I'm learning.
Ancient technology points allow the unlocking of the purple section of the tech tree. I get the egg incubator to hatch eggs. I then test out the Palfox flamethrower. Quite fun, and even make rush boar saddle to ride him. I mean, it's faster than sprinting around. We can even use him to attack. Catch a new pal, Depresso. In the wild, you will sometimes find chests. These hold a couple of supplies and food. They also respawn after some time, so if you see one, collect it. Catch a Daydream.
Nice.
I went exploring in the ruins of where we woke up in, but really didn't find anything besides the castaway journal and an egg. Finally building an egg incubator, we hatched these eggs in our inventory. Eggs have certain rarities designated by the background. Some eggs like it warmer, others cooler. Making them happy decreases their incubation time, and if they don't like the temp, increases the incubation speed. Look at this deer being upset with their working conditions. I mean, it's not that bad, right? While going on the beach, we find these manta rays called celery. Capture one, of course, to complete the decks. Discovered the Golden Hills. Being a menace in the forest, capture a Sparkit and find my first settlement. We have a bounty info dealer telling us locations of some nearby bounties. A merchant with some goods and even a person that sells pals. With enough resources, I can build the hot springs. This will allow our pals to rest and gain back some lost sanity when stressed. Our first egg is going to hatch. Let's see what we get. Nice, and our socks. Any pals hatched are automatically level 1. Day 6. Another workbench up, and now we can have 2 pals working at the same time. Stonks. Feeling ambitious, I went back to the Rain Syndicate Tower. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Ooh, a nice boss battle cutscene. Zoe and Grisbold are the ones commanding this tower. Not really knowing what to expect, I only went in with 10 arrows.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!
Yeah, maybe a little prep would have been good. With not really much to do, guess I'll just die. Being knocked out results in us losing everything, so we gotta go back to the tower to reclaim it all. Capture a lift monk while exploring. Found the Fort Ruins area. Going back to base, let's build a furnace. We now have a use for the ore we've been collecting. Base upgrade. Then unlock metal tools finally. Took a bit, but for the furnace, for it to start smelting, you need a pal with kindling. Good thing we hatched out our socks from earlier. Hopefully we get access to more storage space. I've been filling up these wooden crates with junk. Looking for a bow upgrade, made a 3-shot bow. So little rant. One of my gripes is to shoot fire arrows, you need a fire bow. Problem is, fire arrows cost different materials to make, and you can't interchangeably use arrows with whatever bow. One bow, one type of arrow. Unlock some new outfits. Don't really know the significance of an alpha. I'm guessing just better overall stats. Also, piles have certain passive traits. Some are better than others. While messing around my base, I heard this sparkly sound. Looking around, I found my first lucky pal. I'm assuming these guys are the equivalent of shiny Pokemon. These guys have a lot more health than their non-lucky counterparts.
Are we the baddies?
Looking at passive lucky, seems we get a boost in work speed and attack. So of course, if you find one, try and catch them. After making enough nails, made the high quality workbench and medicine bench. Base upgrade. The high quality workbench allows for higher tier items to be made. Medicine workbench allows for medicine and potions to be made. Made myself some pelt armor for a small health and defense upgrade. Then of course some metal tools.
Upgrades, people!
For chests, you can also set them up where only certain items can go into them. Good way to make sure the pals put the resources in certain areas. Nighttime, caught a tombat and found this black marketeer. He sells us pals, but they are kind of expensive.
I'm in danger.
Reaching the top of this mountain yields a ground egg. I do like if you do explore, you can always find something. Day 8. Discover Autumn Rocks and the sealed realm of the Frozen Wings. These areas are boss dungeons. Going in, we fight an alpha pal. I promptly get whooped as it hits like a truck. I'll be back for you, Pen King. To come back, I then rescued this guy from some syndicate members. New pal Nox obtained. I also saved this subscribe button earlier. You can save your own subscribe button by clicking subscribe below. You're already here, so might as well do it. Then caught Melpaka. Decided to test my first dungeon. Got a new pal, Fuddler. Another pal, Kilmari. Filling up on resources, you can sometimes find cavern mushrooms. These are needed for medicine. I don't know how or where, but I did get this high-grade technical manual, which using gives us a tech point. Reaching the end of the dungeon, we are confronted with an alpha pal. Dealing with the pal, we are rewarded with 2 chests. This purple book rewards us an ancient tech point when used. Blueprints allow for higher stats on equipment when made. Training manuals give EXP to pals when used. Some stuff you can sell for money, and these flowers we will hoard for now for a later use. Sphere workbench, pal expedition station, and Nightwing saddle unlock. Made myself a cooler and the expedition station.
So big.
The pal expedition will allow us to dispatch pals for rewards, but we first need to defeat a tower for that to unlock. Sphere workbench completed. Now I can make higher level spheres for easier catching of pals. Base upgrade. New pal, the Dumad. Day 9, finding this officer on the beach. He explains how this oil rig was built by the syndicate and we should stay away from it. Kalavixi. Leveled up to unlock the Mega Shield. Ran out of stamina while gliding, which resulted in me dropping like a rock. Not even close game. Caught Jolthog. Happened upon my first bounty. Turncoat was fighting a bunch of pals, which helped soften them up, which allowed an easy kill for me. Happened upon the Desolate Church. Inside holds a metal merchant guy, which sells stuff for dog coins, which are very rare coins you can find in the world. Also, the church holds a power statue, allowed me to level up my capture power. Seeing all the ore nodes around, I decided to make this my second base. Metal bars are what's needed to keep upgrading my equipment. Might as well get some pals harvesting for me. I had to spend some time putting down the basic requirements, food, beds, and a spring for them to relax in. Day 10. Let's talk about modules. These bad boys will increase your capture power, but come with a side effect. For instance, the heavyweight module will make my balls heavier.
What did he say?
So they can't be thrown that far. Small sacrifice for more capturing. Out in the world, you might come across these messengers of love. If you give them the right emote, you'll be rewarded.
I'm a good noodle.
Found an abandoned mineshaft. Going down, I find another black market pal seller. Seems bounty targets respawn after some time. Unlock the cooking pot and the metal chest. While both are being built, went to the settlement to check out the bounty shop. Nothing really stands out to me right now, but I also need more for the more expensive items. Bought some wheat seeds and built a wheat plantation. The cooking pot allows for more advanced meals to be made. Higher tier meals give buffs. Built a mill, which will allow us to turn our wheat into flour. Base upgrade, now we can have 11 pals working at the same time. Being higher level and having some upgrades, let's try again fighting the Pen King. Since it was nighttime, everyone was asleep inside, which means we can deal with each enemy separately, exploiting the game just a little. Nice, Pen King captured.
Yes.
Make some low quality meds and repaired all my equipment. With these preps done, it's now time to take on the first tower again.
I didn't hear no bell.
Woo! After a long intense fight, Zoe is down and we obtain 5 ancient tech points. Unlock the fast travel point at the top. Rarely you might happen upon a pal nest, usually guarded by a lot of pals and an alpha pal. Dealing with all the pals around, you can then steal their eggs.
Are we the baddies?
Another bounty target hawk. New dark pal Leezy Punk obtained. Then dealt with Scoot. But since I had no arrows on me, had to deal with it the old fashioned way. This is a skill tree which bears skill fruits for our pals. We then happen upon our first meteorite.
What? What the fuck?
We meet the Xenovaders while capturing a kelp sea. Xenovaders are space pals that can only be found when a meteorite lands. We of course capture them and mine out the meteorite. This will hopefully be useful later on. Discover the bamboo grove and to home we go. Unlock the Mega Glider, cold resistant pelt armor, Daydream necklace, grappling gun, pal essence condenser, hip lantern, and mega grappling gun. Finally started crafting the Nightwing saddle. But while it was being made, wanted to explore the large bones I have near my base. Nothing really over here, but going past the bones, we discover the Flying Fish Coast. Nothing really to note over here, but I did catch this Korangiro. Got the frog. Day 13. While exploring the coast, found another lucky chickpea. They don't seem to be particularly really rare. New pal Ribunny from an egg. Did unlock Weapon Workbench, Pal Research Lab, and Gigasphere. The Pal Research Lab will allow us to increase the rates of our pals' tasks. Like for handiwork, increased by 10%. Weapon Workbench for higher tier weapons. For the research, you do have to manually assign a pal for them to start working it. Now back to the expedition, let's dispatch some pals. Thankfully they have an auto assign, which makes dispatching pretty fast. Let's make some Gigaspheres. New ground pal Hangyu. I now got a bat for dealing with pals. With my bat, let's try taking out Azul Rope. Well, my bow does so little damage. While slowly dealing with Azul Rope, got attacked by a Van Worm and got knocked out. Well, we will have to come deal with Azul Rope another time. With Nightwing Saddle completed, we can fly. Speed and stamina are something to be desired, but hey, we can fly. Day 14. Cut the cow pal Mazarina, then a Woolip. Catching enough pals results in level 21. Was trying to catch some Relaxosaurus, but got humbled real quick.
No, 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 no. Wait.
After getting my stuff, found a lucky Mazarima. But again, I got humbled. Man, this game teaches you real fast not to mess with pals too much. Found the chest pal Mimog, but after attacking it, look at it go.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Alright, see you later, buddy. Was able to catch a Broncherry. By getting lucky, it was distracted. I spent the night grinding EXP from catching pals, which results in level 22. More EXP grinding for level 23. We then encounter our first raid at the base. Once in a while, the game will send out raids. They are usually meant to test the pals at the base.
Bring it on!
Thankfully, it just results in a lot of supplies for us as my pals deals with the enemy. Unlock metal armor and metal helm. Day 16. Capture the Alpha Daydream. And get our first accessory, the Pendant of Diligence, which slightly raises our work speed. With level 24, we unlock the Fluffy Pal Bed. After setting 2 up, we got a base upgrade. Added another incubator and then unlocked Tomato Plantation, Stun Baton, Heater, Cooler, and Gunpowder. Very soon we will be able to make our own weapons. Look at all these resources from our first expedition. I wish there was an easier way to see if an expedition was finished instead of just running to check on it. Finish the mega glider and we can glide for longer distances. Big upgrade with some metal armor.
Slow down.
Looking good.
My man.
Hatched out a Citamoth. With a couple more levels, let's try again to fight Azeroth. Using this rock, I was finally able to capture Azeroth.
This a rock.
I then caught a Vanworm. Higher level dungeons have different resources like coal. Defeat Alpha Mazzarina.
What the dog doing?
Good chest loot. Going outside, we have another meteorite to deal with. Caught a new pal called Swell. Discovered Crescent Moon Shore. Almost got sent to the Shadow Realm by these catchers, but we got them in the end. Also captured a Hezelfir. Hatch a Toko Toko. Unlocked the makeshift SMG and Azeroth saddle. Started planting work speed. Decided to make the PAL essence condenser. This is an interesting machine where it will allow us to shove extra pals into the same pal and boost up that pal, making them surprisingly very strong. I don't know if it's a bug or not showing the stats increased, but they are increased. You'll just need a lot more pals for increasing stats even more. Unlock power generator. When exploring around this area and found Ruby, a fire horse. Discovered Marsh Island. Finding the sealed realm of the sorcerer, let's go capture this alpha cantress. Using the pillars, it was still a long fight. With the capture of the alpha, we leveled up to 27, unlocked sphere assembly line, hypersphere, shock grenade, captured a B grade and Eliza B. Everything requires ingots, so I set up a couple more furnaces at my second base. Feeling good about my upgrades, I then decided to take on King Papa. Look at how fluffy he is. Of course we capture him, and we did level up to 28. Saved his Jolt Hog wrist from his cage. Day 20. Got my revenge on some Relaxosaurus from earlier on. I went AFK at some point, probably to check on something, and look at this direwolf try to get a piece of me.
What the dog doing?
You don't know stop, Aaron.
Saved a Malchrist. Level 29. Caught a sweeper and discovered Deep Bamboo Thicket. Caught Loopmon. Caught Cognito. Caught Gale Claw. Then fought Bounding Target Grill. Caught a Univolt. Back at base, unlocked handgun, handgun ammo, Giga Shield, potato plantation, ice grenade, and a katana. Leveled up to unlock makeshift shotgun and mine. Day 22. Unlock the Dire Howl saddle since my rush boar is kinda slow. I'm so much faster now.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Going new, and the search.
So I thought that any saddle you buy later on, like this Azeroth, would mean a faster mount. It doesn't. Each mount has its own speed, and the only reason to get a saddle is because you like that pal.
Come on. Move it! Could you be any slower?
Made my first power generator. Now we have power for the base. Van Weerm saddle complete, and I think it's a little faster than the Nightwing.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Sealed Realm of the Swordmaster. Time to test my SMG out.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Was hoping for more damage, but it'll do for now. I do go through bullets really fast. Bushy captured. Captured my first Mimog. Sea Breeze Archipelago discovered. Sea Breeze Archipelago Church discovered. Save this Dozzy from entrapment. Day 23. Finally, with enough resources, I made the sphere assembly line. Once built, I was able to upgrade the base. Unlock the high quality hot spring, sniper module, incendiary grenade, and makeshift assault rifle. Set lumbering research. Going deeper into the lands, we came upon a supply crate. They essentially spawn the same as a meteorite. Look at all these different goodies. Finally, my first rock of sulfur, which I now recognize. We need this to make gunpowder. Discovered the Twilight Dunes. Caught Dasmu and Dig Toys. Found this level 47 Anubis, which we will be leaving alone. Lavander caught. Exploring the desert, and it got way too hot for me. But being in the shade cooled me down, and I watched Anubis fight some thugs. Discovered the sealed realm of the Winged Tyrant. He even has a cool statue. Remember that remedy I got from that supply drop a while back? Well, I finally read what it does. It will permanently increase my stats when drank. These are super good, so grab them while you can. You can also make these from the medicine workbench, but each one does cost a bunch of flowers. Catch a new pal robbing quill. Looks like traveling northeast, we meet some new thugs called the Free Pal Alliance. Even though they are called that, they do seem trigger happy of dealing with wild pals. They also only use bows. Discovered Verdant Brook. Frostbound Mountains. Day 25. Finally making it to the tower of the Free Pal Alliance. Unlock the fast travel near it and catch a foxicle. Captured an Alpha Gumas from a dungeon. Marsh Island Church Ruins discovered. Day 26. Eastern Island discovered. Unlock Compound Bow, Reinforced Arrow, Weapon Assembly Line, Carrot Plantation, and Hellfire Saddle. Started mining research. Dealt with a syndicate raid.
Oh, brother!
I need so many ingots for everything. I have 3 furnaces going at my second base. Then decided I wanted some action. Time to take on the Winged Tyrant. Ooh, it's a Quivern. That's new. Alpha Quivern captured. Discovered Forgotten Island and Sealed Realm of the Abyssal Knights. Caught a lucky Captiva. Going into the realm of the Abyssal Knights, we find a Fellbat. He's new. Pretty easy fight since we are such a higher level. Forgotten Island Church. Back home, unlocked the old revolver, polymer, water grenade, improved furnace, refined metal axe, pickaxe, and sphere. Made the weapon assembly line. Made my pals a high quality spring so they can keep working harder for me. Base upgrade, and it seems 15 pals is the max we can have at the base. Cement completed and built an improved furnace. The improved furnace allows the making of refined ingots, the next tech step for higher gear. Made a brand new compound bow and the makeshift assault rifle. Day 28. The compound bow requires the reinforced arrow. Time to make a bunch. Feeling ambitious and with my new weapons, I decided to take on the Free Pal Alliance tower. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Lily and Lylene, nice to meet you. Very nice, not that bad of a fight, and we even unlocked the Forest of the Secret Realm. The Pal Expedition is an easy way to tell which tower to fight next. Eternal Pyre Tower is next. With the defeat of the Free Pal Alliance, we unlocked the ore mining site. Unlimited ore just at my fingertips. Day 29. Hatched out a Rayhound. Went to the Ice Mountains to explore some more and got hungry. Built the production assembly line. Allows for more production items to be made. I even made the Giga Shield. Day 30. Clearing a dungeon, we got an Alpha Toko Toko. First time using the Pal Souls to enhance my Lunaris. Early on it's pretty cheap to upgrade, but some of these souls I'll need to gather more. Discovered Icewind Island, then took on a boss Nightwing. It being only level 18, easy fight. Unlocked a large pal bed. Decided it would be a good time to start a third base in the desert. Our need for coal is growing, and I don't want to go back and forth from the desert to base if I could have the pals do the work for me. This third base will have a dual purpose of being a farming and mining coal. While setting up, I got raided by a bunch of flying pals. Had a beacon. Alt beds. So for coal, pals need to have a level 3 mining task. Thankfully, dig toys are perfect for this job. Back at home base, another raid from the Brothers of Eternal Pyre. Making some high quality quap. Desert Base has another use of being an ore mining site. Sweeper. Bounty target crash for insurance fraud. Got distracted by these ancient ruins, but approaching them is currently way too hot for me.
Nope.
Thankfully, approaching from the foot of the mountain is cooler. Capture a Wixen. Capture a Reptero. Unlocked refined metal armor and metal helm. Needing more pals to work on my base, you can change this one setting in your world settings. Let's just make it to 50. Why not? Ooh, look at all these open slots. Now we can have over 29 pals working at once. Needing more wool for cloth. Let's throw a bunch of land balls to work. Of course, more pals means more beds. So from what I've been reading, higher quality beds allow for pals to recover more sanity when sleeping and maybe affects happiness. People don't really know. But hey, I'd rather my pals be happy to always be working than not working. Decided to move the expedition to my second base and build some more ranching at my main base. Discover the sealed realm of the pristine at the mountains. Then going past the ice mountains, we find the desert. Catch a robin quail Terra. The desert is called the Desiccated Dunes. This is where the PIDF tower is located. I also find this chest that requires kindling. I have no clue how to open them, but supposedly you just need to put a pal with the associated skill and they will get to working on them. I never opened one, but hey, maybe you would have better luck than me. Deal with another raid. Captured this Alpha Dumud. Traveling north, we discover the Sakurajima Mushroom Wetlands. This is a very high level area. We even encounter this level 55 Alphadrin.
Nope.
After almost being humbled by some frogs, I decide to book it out and come back in. Hatched a Marith from a dark egg. Took on this Alpha Grintail. Dart the walking smoker down. I even caught his Incineround that he summoned. Caught Masanda, some giant pandas. Riot the monkey. Discovered Gobfin's turf, where we caught Gobfin. Sealed room of the stalwart discovered. Defeated field boss Univolt. Discovered sealed realm of the esoteric. Day 40. Base maintenance. Free Pal Alliance raid.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Did another raid at my other base from the Brothers of the Eternal Pyre.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Then a herd of hyena pals decided to attack. Like, guys, please leave me alone. All I'm doing is just messing with my base. Oh great, the Memorest nearby wants a piece of me also. Hey, level 38 Memorest captured. Not too bad. A couple of pals did get knocked out, but they are easily replaced. Ore mining site 2 unlocked. This bigger version of the mining site allows for more pals to work at the same time. Even more mining at my desert base. Refined metal chest and slide module unlocked. Captured this Alpha Blonde Cherry. Captured a Surfin. Unlocked the Piran Nock Saddle. Made a Katana. Man, does this thing look good. Took on the sealed realm of the Thunder Dragon, which turns out to be a Relaxosaurus Lux. Took out the Serial Cheater Siren. Good riddance. Took out the Alpha Beacon. Scam Artist Jade dealt with. Back on my base, got raided by some ferocious pals. It seems the difficulty for them jumped up. Got wiped out a couple times. But thankfully, after a bit, the pals just leave.
I didn't hear no bell.
Huge feedback made. Accumulator. This is just a big battery for extra energy. Alright, I want to make some circuit boards. Let's go find some pure quartz. While looking for pure quartz, I found this black market dealer and bought a Cryolinks and a Violet. Did a little bit of cheesing to catch this Wumpo. Before finding quartz, let's reach the next tower, which is on top of the mountains. PAL Genetic Research Unit Tower discovered, and fast travel unlocked. Now when we are ready, we can come back to deal with them. The Astral Mountains is where pure quartz can be found. This is what pure quartz looks like. We can now make circuit boards. Unlock Giga Glider, heat resistant refined metal armor, and guild chest. Waiting for all the queued up goods to finish, discovered Hidden Falls Mineshaft. Going inside, finally this is where you can find some of the hidden bosses we see on the map. Deal with this Fanglope. Then going into the Shoal Mineshaft, we capture a Bronze Cherry Aqua. Day 47, captured Elphadran, the Gentle Sky Dragon. Cute name. Sealed Realm of the Spirits next. Captured the Alpha Petalia inside. Claim the bounty on Lasso. Devout Mineshaft with an Alpha Lysabe inside. Get knocked out, but we ain't giving up that easily. With it being nighttime, her guards are asleep for the second round, which made it a lot easier to deal with her. Day 48. Found a black market dealer while dealing with Ego and obtained a Fox Parks Grist. Ego taken down. We've been having this quest for visiting the #1 wildlife sanctuary, so let's do that. Wildlife sanctuaries are these weird looking islands out in the ocean. Thankfully, if you're flying, your pals can regain stamina by floating on water. Over at the sanctuary, you can find some rarer pals and rare flowers. Catch a Eichthyotera. Oh, and it's illegal to be here, so if you get caught, you're wanted. Before heading off, catch a Grizzbolt and slowly being chased by the PIDF. Eventually the wanted will go away, just gotta wait a bit. Made heat resistant refined metal armor. Back at base increased capture power and made a refrigerator. With the refined metal armor, we now have max heat resistance to explore the volcano. But a meteor encounter happened and we encounter a Xenograd. Essentially, it's a space dragon. Just another spot in the dex to complete. Capture Kelpsea Ignis. Caught a regular Pyron. Tried catching this lucky Pyron, but unfortunately he was able to do a water move through rocks, which results in me being defeated. With the volcano being so hot, I couldn't get my stuff back. We need some heat resistance. Before my stuff expires, we head towards Dune Shelter, another settlement that has a merchant that sells accessories. Unretired bot, let's get our stuff back. Then travel up the volcano and reach the internal Pyre Tower. Day 50. Discover the dry sandy beach with an Anubis statue. Fisherman's Point. Finally get around to building the guild chest. This chest is such a blessing. It allows you to share resources between different bases. Get whooped by another raid, but don't worry, no one was really hurt.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Set up guild chests in every base for easy building later on. Level 41, we unlocked semi-auto rifle, cold resistant refined metal armor, and alpha wave generator. Day 51, sealed realm of the Guardian discovered and cleared. Capture the Alpha Warsect. Alpha Masan Deluxe captured. Day 52. Alpha Wumple Botan captured. Flew out into the water to discover the arena, but since it's a multiplayer only thing, I couldn't use it. Essentially, it's a PvP area for you to fight your enemies or your friends. Fumble the Ninja Bounty taken care of. Day 53, exploring Mount Obsidian and found the Scorching Mineshaft. I've been holding on to this homeward thundercloud, why not use it? Hey, it's like Nimbus from Dragon Ball. Neat. Unlocked Sphere Assembly Line 2. Captured a lucky Cinnamoth. Made the Sphere Assembly Line 2. Day 54. The higher assembly line unlocked higher level spheres and modules. Nothing too much. Decided it was time to make my base a bit more organized. Moved all the beds first. Pushed these workbenches closer to the wall. Waiting for things to be built, got some quartz. Good supply drop of goodies. Replacing old chests with more refined chests for my junk. Hatched out Ragnarok. I need some action. Let's take on Sealed Realm of the Pristine. Gotta love snapping. Makes everything look so nice together. Took out Brick. Discovered 4 of the Astral Mountains. I think it's supposed to say foot. Captured a Hangyu Christ. Discovered the abandoned ruins. Found Skim hiding in the ruins. Need lots of carbon fiber for ultra spheres. Fire starting 2 started. 4 furnaces at church base going for maximum ingot production. Day 57. Wanted to see what the towers have in store for me. Store my things and let's go check them out. Volcano Tower has Axel and Orzerk. Huh, thought it would be fire-based. The PIDF tower has Marcus and Flaris. PAL Genetic Research Tower has Victor and Shadowbeak. So those red-eye pals we've seen but haven't touched drop predator cores, which allow the making of powerful accessories. The problem being they are really strong. Wanted to get some cores to make some more inventory slots. Took out Predator Tarantus. Took out Dinah and Might. But then burnt to death. Very nice. Sealed Realm of the Swift discovered. Unlock Hyper Shield and Electric Medicine Workbench. So after all this time, we finally have enough dog tokens to purchase the first accessory upgrade from this token merchant. Building the Electric Medicine Workbench. Bounty target whip dealt with. Captured a Suzaku. Day 60. Another supply drop full of goodies. Whisper the chronic spoiler put away. Caught a Serpent Terra. Found these level 60 pals, Pilatus and Necromus. We shall leave them alone for now. At the top of this mountain in the desert, I found some Night Star Sand. Another rare resource for some powerful accessories. Dealt with the Alpha Suzuka wandering in the desert. This is also the day I learned how to dodge. Like literally, I figured out my control key lets me dodge. Just took like 60 days. Then found a Predator Days move, which with the dodge was a slow battle of attrition. Everything was going well, until I got stuck on my Bronze Cherry and died to his laser. After grabbing my stuff, noticed that we are actually running out of food in the base. Had to grab a bunch of berries from another base. Ragnarok saddle unlocked. He is the next speed upgrade for my Van Worm. Found only one predator, the Relaxosaurus. Unlock legendary sphere, electric furnace, palmetto pickaxe, axe, and sword. New shiny furnace for new shiny ingots. Found the predator Levander. Couple more cores into my pocket. Gotta make higher tier food of fried eggs to keep my pals fed. Hatch out a Verdash. My pals finished making me my medium pouch. Inventory slots increased by 3. There are other pouches you can make, and you can only have one of each. Decided to take on Neormantide, big ol' water snake. Neormantide captured. Needing more food, made in an electric kitchen. Over 100 fried eggs ordered. Thinking I'm ready, let's go take on the PIDF tower. Only got about halfway through Marcus's health before timing out. Looks like I need more damage. Sealed Realm of the Swift dealt with. Then take on Anubis in the desert. Very nice, easy fight. Capture power upgraded. While trying to capture this Neormantide, a berserking Ragnarok decided it wanted a piece of me. Thankfully, they also fought each other. Unlocked assault rifle and assault rifle ammo. Found this berserking Lupamon, but I think I'm still not strong enough to take on this guy. Capture a Memorous Christ. So sometimes when pals get sick or depressed, only medicine can help them. Just gotta make sure you give them access to some medicine. Made the breeding farm, which will allow 2 pals to make eggs. But to get them to make eggs, you need to give them cake. Man, cake takes a lot of resources to make. Let's get to it. Flour and berries I have access to already. Milk, eggs, and honey are ranching drops. Since I got mostly full team of water pals, and they are higher level, let's try the PIDF tower again. Aha, yes, high level pals work. And with only 45 seconds to spare, PIDF tower is taken. Since I was already over here, I discovered the number 3 wildlife sanctuary. Let's see what new pals are over here. Capture A, Incineram knocked. Finglope and Bushi are over here also. Orzurk, the Thunder Dragon, captured. Capture Phalaris. Ooh, Shadowbeak, you're definitely getting captured. This black spot on the ground is oil, which will be important later on. Enough resources to make some cake, but cake takes a long time to make. With the PIDF tower taken, I can unlock this sulfur mine. Now I can make unlimited bullets. Let's breed these 2 massive sea worms. Why not? Desert Hidden Sanctum unlocked in the PAL expedition. But I don't have 100% rewards since my pals are pretty weak. So back to the forest. Capture another Anubis. Since following my last strategy, high level pals win. Axel and Orzurk are weak to ground. Water Snake made their first egg. Hatch a Suzuku Aqua. Day 70. I've been trying to place a summoning altar and I couldn't find a place. Guess I need a lot more space. With my 2 Anubis, let's go take on Axel and Orzurk. A little easier than the other tower, and Axel has fallen. Exploring the other side of the volcano, we captured a Blaze Howl. Find some Gobfin Ignis. Find a level 60 Jet Dragon. We shall leave him alone for now. Traveling to the southern part of Mount Obsidian, I find land across the sea and decide to visit it. As I'm flying, we get this warning. Well, that's not nice. Guess we slowly swimming the rest of the way. Scorched Ashland discovered. Dang, this is a high level PAL place. Find this new shiny ore called Hexolite. Supply drop initiated here, and we also find a level 57 Stereon. Running around, discover Scorched Hill. Huh, look at this camp. It's got anti-air missiles. Upgrades for them. Everything on this island is a higher level than me and also wants a piece of me. So I spent a long time looking for a waypoint to easily get back home. I was able to find only one fast travel point on this entire island. In the middle, underground, in a cavern. Stone Pillar Cave discovered. Another kitchen for more food. Unlock PAL Metal Armor, Helm, Beta Wave Generator. Added in a carrot and potato plantation. Just getting as many different foods for my pals as possible. Moving beds in second base to make room in the middle and make it a bit more efficient in space. God, I love alignment mode. Makes everything so neat. Also, I believe the bases do have a max radius that's capped, so pushing all non-essentials to the edge is nice. Needing more electric organs, the best way to get them is straight buy them from a merchant. So I get to selling some extra stuff I have laying around and come back with a bunch of goodies. Wanting to start pal metal smelting at my church base, I need to set up some electricity, hence the electric organs. Also make an alpha wave generator so pals lose sanity slower. Bounty target whisk down. Check out Wildlife Sanctuary number 2. Found Quivern. Capture Yormontide Ignis. Found Wumpo Botan. Then discovered Ruined Fortress City. Find the pineapple pizza enthusiast Aloha hiding in the ruins. With a lot more levels under my belt, let's go explore Sakurajima. Saw the walking mushroom shroomer. Then we meet some new enemies, Moonflower agents. We will be back to deal with them. Found the furthest mineshaft. Inside we deal with an alpha Dinosome Lux. Leveled up. So I unlocked semi-auto shotgun, weapon assembly line 2, and sniper module 2. Spend some time catching pals for EXP. Weapon assembly line 2 down. Base upgrade. Decided it was today to take on the Rain Syndicate barge oil rig. Honestly, it was pretty easy and could have easily taken this on earlier. Honestly, not a lot of loot, or at least it's a lot of basic loot. I also learned you can capture people. Neat. Going down Iceberg Mineshaft, we take on Lightly Locked. Attempted to take on Victor and Shadowbeak. Timed out before I could finish him off. I need lots of damage. If I want higher tier weapons, I need to level up. Spent the day capturing pals. Day 80, take on Blasmit. Shadow dealt with. Destroyed mineshaft discovered and going down take on Astagon. I like this guy's design. Hatch out Kitsune. Level 49 means we unlocked item retrieval machine, large scale stone oven, and large power generator. Need a couple more points for the RPG. Day 82. Thought with my 3 Astagons it would be easy to take on Victor. Better than last time, but still not enough damage. Quill dealt with. In my piles of junk, I found a rocket launcher blueprint. This means I can save my points and make the rocket launcher and only need to unlock the rockets. Flare bounty dealt with. Flint, take it down. Seeing this big tree in the background, let's go to it. Unfortunately, there is a barrier stopping us, but hopefully this will be unlocked soon. Back at base, I think 50 rockets should deal with Victor. But let's test it out first. Ooh, not fun. Turn in bounty tokens for some points. Phantom bounty taken care of. Then take care of menacing, which results in us hitting level 50. Crude oil extractor unlocked. Plasteel armor. For the new plasteel ingots, I'm going to require a lot of oil. I got distracted though by finding this Rain Syndicate oil rig. I mean, if the barge was easy to deal with, surely the rig isn't that bad. My first indication that this wasn't going to be easy was when they started firing a laser at me. Second was when a goon took a full clip and didn't go down. Yeah, that didn't go to plan. Going back to Sakajirima, Katalulu, Quaver and Botan, Sakajirima Northern Rock Field discovered, Kiki captured, Trickster obtained, Hells of Fire Lux added to the decks. I then find this guy, Dr. Brown, walking around. Talking to him allows my pal Ragnahawk to undergo surgery to change his stats. Why not? Negative 30. That ain't good. Going further in, Dancing Sakura Shrine discovered. Bushi Noct acquired. Chillet Ignis. Dogen. Wixen Noct. There is a setting in the world's file to change the number of bases allowed at once. I just maxed it out for simplicity. Now instead of 3 bases, we have access to 8. With that made, time to find a good spot to farm some oil. Found the spot in Mount Obsidian for 2 spots. Set up base real quick. Level 51 means we unlock Cold Food Box, Ultimate Sphere, Plasteel Helmet, Laser Rifle, Energy Cartridge. Going to my oil base, seems the 1 power I left behind to power the oil production got knocked out. Well, that ain't good. So power consumption at this base will be super high. For each oil extractor, we need 3 of these small generators or 1 big one. Even then, power can still be sporadic depending on your pals. More base setup. Decided I wanted to try the summoning altar. Had to find a very flat piece of land to build a base and the summoning altar. With it, we can use these Bellanor Libero slabs we've been getting from expeditions. Let's start with the easier one. Alright, let's summon an army. It took a bit, but eventually she falls, where we get a bunch of stuff. Most importantly, the Ancient Civilization Core. Let's go to the next one. It shouldn't be that bad, right? Yeah, this was a mistake. If I had more high-level pals, maybe eventually we could have taken her down. But she easily dealt with any pals we threw at her and eventually had to wait for her to time out. Using over 200 pal metal ingots, we can make the large power generator, which will allow 3 pals to work at the same time. Build a bunch of accumulators to make sure that we really never run out of power. Hopefully with enough beds and generators, I don't have to worry about this base. Adding lots of electric furnaces. Nice, unlimited power. So the cold feed box is a refrigerator and feed box combined together. so hopefully my food never expires. Also, a lot more food now. Needing more quartz for power. Time to set up a new base for quartz. The pals of this place will get large beds. 1 pal to mine, 1 pal to transport. Volcano base almost ran out of power with the extra furnaces. More accumulators. Ran the altar raids a couple times. The dark eggs she drops hatch out a mini version of her. Finally, with enough resources, we make a laser rifle. Electric cartridges do take a bit of resources to make. Prep to take on Victor again. Alright, with my laser, let's try again. Ooh, with enough firepower, Victor is finally down. I ran out of space in my PAL box, so I had to spend some time forcing a bunch together. With Victor down, let's go see what the Moonflower Tower has in store for us. Say and Celine. Oof, that's a lot more health than Victor. With Victor taken down, unlock pure quartz mine. Set it up at quartz base, now we can make unlimited electrical components. Day 100. If we were to take on Saya, we will need a lot more stronger pals. It's time to start combining pals. So setting up a ranching base. Since Celine is a dark type, she is weak against dragon. Thankfully my Astegons are up to the task. Time to breed and get a bunch of them. Of course with a bunch of eggs, I need to hatch them. So set up a bunch of incubators and a heater to keep them warm. Day 100. While waiting for things to progress, went to Sakajurima and did a quick dungeon. Inside has buildings and different objects around. Neat. Capture Alpha Susir. Try to take on Jet Dragon, but it's still way too tough for me. Lockpicking is kind of like how Skyrim does lockpicking. With it being the last day, let's run to the top of Mount Obsidian and relax as day 100 ends. As we watch over the world and a new day comes upon us, that is 100 days of Palworld. I hope you enjoyed the video. There are still 2 towers to take on and in the future, the World Tree. Remember, if this video gets 50 likes, I'll do 200 days, so like the video and subscribe to catch the next one. You'll want 200 days as I'll need to breed a bunch of pals together and then combine them all. Plus, we still got 2 more islands full of pals to capture. But if anything, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.